This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
Hey guys, Keith Engel for TGI Sports Talk, doing the Northeast Streaming Sports Network Monday Patriots recap. Nice game yesterday for the Patriots, 25-6 over the Jets. The Jets never had a shot. This game was not as close as the outcome. Jet fans, you won't like some of the things I got to say, unfortunately. Just a tough game for you guys. Zach Wilson, he's going to have these games. I wouldn't get upset if I were you. You know, Bill Belichick is 22-6 lifetime against rookie quarterbacks, and he showed why yesterday. 4 interceptions, including 2 on his first attempts. 2 interceptions on his very 2 first attempts. That doesn't sound right, but whatever. First time since 1991 a quarterback has thrown 2 interceptions in his first tries, and also 3 out of his first 5 attempts, which is also goes back to 1991 since anybody done that. So a tough day for Zach Wilson. Sacked 4 times. The Patriots defense played very, very well. The front 7, which is the strength of the team, played very well, and it did lead to some interceptions as they harassed Wilson pretty much all day long. The Jets also could not get a lot going in the run game. I mean, they fell behind, so it was hard for them to really, attempt to run the ball that much. They did attempt 31 times. They did run for, actually, now that I look at it, they ran for 152 yards yesterday, almost averaging almost 5 yards to carry, led by Michael Carter, who I said would be a steal for the Jets in this last draft. So great job by by Michael Carter in the running game, but Zach Wilson just put the team in a hole that they could not get out of. The Patriots played that bend but don't break defense. Only 2 field goals is all that the Jets could muster yesterday. 2 field goals by Amendola. So good job by him, and the kicking game for the Jets. I guess it was the high point of this game. So you'll look at the rushing game, I guess. If you want to look for positives for the Jets, you want to look at the kicking game. And remarkably, they only had to punt 1 time, but I guess when you throw 4 interceptions, that's what happens. For the Patriots, Mac Jones, very efficient, no turnovers, no touchdowns. His long pass of the day was, his long pass of the day, I think, was only for 32 yards. Didn't throw the ball downfield much at all. Went to mostly short passes to James White, who led the team in receptions with 6. Jacoby Myers, short routes again, only averaged about 9 yards a catch. But again, the tight ends were heavily involved with 6 catches yesterday. Nelson Aguilar was really kind of non-existent, only had 3 catches for 21 yards. And Kendrick Bourne had a couple catches finally for the Pats, but really didn't play well. Had a fumble on a Patriots drive early in the game. Actually, a fumble which did not turn out to be a fumble. I still have not found out, and I've got to find out. I should get found out for this broadcast why they were not able to challenge that ruling. We still don't know why that is. So I do sleep in this chair, Kenny. Thanks for asking. So just a quick recap. This is my quick Pats recap for the game last night for Northeast Streaming Sports. So listen, Mac Jones again, very efficient, 22 of 30, 186 yards. Nothing to get excited about, but no mistakes. 2 weeks in a row, no mistakes. Good win for the Patriots. Again, the Jets are going to struggle, but these are the type of games you have to win. Little surprised the Patriots didn't run the ball better yesterday or more. Only 24 attempts for 101 yards. They averaged about 4 yards. They did have 2 rushing touchdowns, one by Harris, one by White. Both nice little runs. We talked about the receiving game, so a very good job, an efficient job by the Patriots. Defense helped out a lot. Patriots offense helped out a lot by the Patriots defense and Zach Wilson. So thank you, Zach Wilson. And this is going to happen, Jet fans. I would not get too excited about this. Juwan Bentley did have a nice day defensively for the Patriots with with 9 tackles, 1 for a loss. Who else played well? Donta Hightower was more effective and more visible in this game. J.C. Jackson with 2 interceptions, McCourty with an interception, Adrian Phillips with an interception, and no fumble recoveries at all. And the Patriots had nothing except the Bourne fumble. He put the ball on the ground once, did not get called a fumble, remarkably enough. Not sure why. And I'll check that out, and we'll talk about it maybe this weekend. I do not understand how the Jets could not review the first. And this was on I think, if I remember right, it was on the opening drive for the Patriots after Zach Wilson had thrown an interception. Bourne fumbled after catching the ball. It was an obvious fumble. And for some reason, Robert Saleh was unable to challenge the play. So unsure why that might be. Other takeaways from this game. Trent Brown was out for the Patriots yesterday, replaced by, who was his replacement now? Gosh, I've lost my spot here. Lost my note. Let me get back to something here. I can tell you who he's replaced by here in a second. He did not have a good day and end up giving up a couple of sacks, and he was eventually replaced by Herron. So Patriots with a little bit of problems on the offensive line. That worries me a little bit. I did see Isaiah Wynn came out hurt in this game, and hopefully that's not going to last long. Yazir Durant. Yazir Durant is the guy who replaced Trent Brown yesterday to start the game. Again, he was not very good. Allowed 2 sacks. Or 3 sacks, excuse me, which was again one of the negatives for the offense, and he was replaced by Justin Herron, I think around the halftime. So that's the Patriots' injury issues. And James Crowder did not play for the Jets yesterday, being a surprise late scratch with a groin injury. So. Again, nice game for the Patriots. Few sacks. Again, I had 4 sacks against Zach Wilson, excuse me. I know 1 by Juden, which was important. That was a big offseason addition for the Patriots, and they need him to perform just the way he did yesterday. So, again, without Carl Van Noy, and the troubles that they've had with the corners in New England, I think this was a good performance. Again, I understand it's not a strong Jets team, but they have the Saints coming in next week. Both teams 1-1. I can see this being a fun, interesting game. I want to see what again. Winston is not a rookie, but the Saints struggled mightily yesterday against Charlotte, and he certainly had a lot more trouble than he had opening weekend. I think Belichick and that defensive staff will try to give Winston fits for sure. The Jets will travel to Denver, 2-0 Denver, with wins over the Giants and Jacksonville. So the Jets, they fall to 0-2. Patriots go to 1-1, tied for first in the AFC East with Miami and Buffalo. It's going to be a dogfight. And I think the Patriots, you saw yesterday a lot of what will happen with the Patriots early in the year. This game, again, 25-6, but the offense was only okay. The defense was great. We're watching the game yesterday, and one of the Pat sites, somebody passed. He pointed out that the Patriots' defense was horrendous, and I don't know what game he was watching. At that point, they'd had 4 interceptions or 3 interceptions, I guess, at that point, and 4 sacks. And I'm not sure what the guy was watching. Bad sign for Jets fans. Guys, look you got a rookie quarterback in his second game playing against one of the best, if not the best, coach in the history of the NFL, who's 22-6 against rookie quarterbacks, and he made your quarterback look bad, really bad. Let's face it, Zach Wilson was not good yesterday. But don't boo your rookie quarterback at your first home game since COVID. I mean, you got to have a little more patience than that, because, again, this is not about wins and losses. It's about Zach Wilson's progression. You're not going to help him, and the team's progression, don't get me wrong. You're not going to help him by booing him in his second game. Look, if he's playing like this way at week 14, 15, 16, well, then maybe you ought to start wondering what the team did, if they did the right thing or not. I do think Zach Wilson will be fine. Again, he ran into a guy who just loves playing against rookie quarterbacks, and that's Bill Belichick, who, again, had a great game playing yesterday defensively, and the defense dominated and set up that offense to only need to do what they needed to do, which was not turn the ball over. Patriots improved both on both of the things that we said they needed to improve on, which was turnovers and penalties. And Patriots have got a lot of good things coming. I really think there'll be struggles along the way, but this was step one. For Keith Engel, this is the Northeast Streaming Sports Patriots Weekly Update. Watch us on TJ Sports Talk right here on Northeast Streaming Sports. I'll see you Wednesday night with College Football Huddle. Have a great